Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today is Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, and before we get this video started, I like to take the time and pause and remember and honor all of the courageous men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Thank y'all so much. Today we're going to be installing another Amana S-Series system. This go around, we're taking a 3-ton straight electric unit and upgrading it over to a heat pump unit with the Amana S-Series system. So super excited about that. As always, y'all know the Amana S-Series system has some of the best features in the markets. True swing compressors, quiet modes, high dehumidification settings, and so many more features that just make this system the best HVAC you can get your hands on. So stick along with us today. Hey, if you haven't already, hit the like button, share us, subscribe to our channel. We're going to continue to try to make as many videos as we can, especially on the Amana S-Series system. And we'll also do more videos as well as our guys on the field doing service work, doing repairs. And I hope you are enjoying our content. So like, subscribe, share our videos. That'll help this channel continue to grow. I think Joe's out right now lining out the guys. Let's go ahead and check in with him and see how that's starting to come along. Today, we're replacing this single stage straight electric unit from Goodman. We're going to go with the S-Series full inverter heat pump system. So this system is going to provide them the efficiency, reliability, and the comfort the customer wants, both in the summer and in the winter. So follow along. We're going to get this thing knocked out. Okay, so let's take a look at the current unit that's here and what we're taking out of this home. So our guys have already recovered all of the refrigerant here. That's very important that we handle the refrigerant correctly, and that's just to ensure that we're following all EPA regulations and we're taking care of our planet. So this single stage equipment here features contactors and capacitors, and in a nutshell what it means is that whenever the thermostat calls for cooling, it pulls the contactor in, turns on the unit, turns it off, and it repeats that process all day long. The problem is that with these less efficient units, every time this contactor pulls in, it draws a lot of amp draws, causing the electricity consumption to go up, which means higher electric bills. This also carries a capacitor. So capacitors are pretty much our #1 fail part on all these single stage equipment. It's good to see that this one was already replaced with an AMRAD American made capacitor, so that's a plus. But here it is. This is a single stage typical equipment that we see. And once we get that S-Series installed here, we'll see the difference in technologies and parts that make those systems so special. All right, guys, inside unit's completely torn out. Again, single stage, straight electric heat. Got the old PSC blower on there. Again, coming in with an inverter, variable speed heat pump. So it's going to provide all the efficiency this customer wants in the winter and in the summer. Learn a little bit about the equipment, and in particular let's learn about the air handler, this box right here. So this is what's connected to the outdoor heat pump unit. It's located inside of the home, and inside of this box we have the blower motor, we have the electric heat kit, we have the coil, and we have the EXV valve. So let's open it up and let's take a deeper look inside. Okay, so inside of this air handler, as you can see, we have the controls. This is what it's the brains behind the operations, right? So this is what tells everything to come on and off. And here in the back, we haven't installed it yet, but this is where the backup heat or the electric heat goes. Whenever the heat pump needs a little bit of help, or when it's in this defrost mode, we have to have some kind of heat in the background to maintain comfort inside the home. And that's where that part of it goes. It also includes the variable speed motor. So this motor here is very critical. This is what really allows this unit to dehumidify, reducing the speed and keeping the humidity optimally inside of the home. This also has the brand new evaporator coil with the EXV valve, and that valve is what helps regulate how much refrigerant this system is really needing, keeping the performance and the efficiency at its ultimate performance. So this is what it looks like inside of the air handler. Alright, so here it is, the Amana S-Series heat pump. As you can see, and you'll probably already know, not your typical HVAC condenser, right? It features that side discharge. Inside here we have that true variable speed swing compressor with the inverter technologies. And if you come around back here, you're going to see this blue fin coating. Makes installation and maintenance a breeze. So once we get it all installed, we'll dive in a little bit deeper into the components and what they do. But take a look at it. Alright guys, the electrical box completely out of the way. We're going to go with a brand new disconnect and whip, install a nice little surge protector on there. Take a look at those refrigerant lines. So what we're going to do is come in with a RX11 flush, removing any impurities or potential contamination. That way we get the system ready for the new refrigerant. I'm standing here on this 30 by 40 concrete slab. And that's going away, okay? Because with the Amana S-Series, all we need is 4 inches from this wall and 4 inches from this wall. So in tight quarters, we're going to be removing this pavers and leveling out the ground with some nice leveling gravel, giving the system a nice clean look. So let's go check and see how the guys are doing. Okay, so we're inside now, and we got our lead installer, Christian. First thing he's doing right now, he's pretty much setting up the foundation. Cut a piece of plywood, restructure that, support the plywood that holds that air handle that we talked about. And then right here, if you want to take a look, we have the filter base, and right now he's masticing and sealing everything up. What we want to make sure is that all of the connections is nice and sealed, and we want the only air circulating through the system is the air that goes in through the return and then out through the supply. So Christian, good job. It's looking really good, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright guys, so let's talk about the features. The S-Series features a true swing compressor and full inverter technology. So that means that this board can modulate the capacity of the unit depending on what's going on inside. This particular system features a reversing valve because it's a heat pump, and all that does is diverts the refrigerant. That way we get warm air in the vents during the winter. Another awesome feature about this unit is full communicating. That means that this thing's talking to the inside unit and the thermostat, and with Amana Cloud services we can remotely diagnose this unit without removing any panels, without hooking up any gauges, so that makes troubleshooting a breeze. Out here our guys are still installing this unit, kind of working on the electrical, but I want to take a time to just reiterate looks for when he's designing the systems. They're very critical and very important for the longevity and performance, especially on the Amana S-Series system here. So this is one of our lead installers here. It's Christian. We got Marino here. Christian, how do you like installing the new Amana S-Series?
It's great. More better.
Awesome. And is it heavier? Is it easier to maneuver?
Easy to install.
Perfect. So even our installers enjoy installing this new Amana S-Series. A lot easier for them to move it around and install it in tighter areas. So very happy with how everything is coming along. Stick along as we continue on with the installation process. Alright guys, everything's coming out great. The system right now is in a test mode. It's getting all the parameters nice and ready for the startup. Up there you can see APCO X UV light, going to help with any airborne viruses. Up there as well we have a new disconnect with a surge protector to help with those storms and power surges. Everything nice and sealed in the back. Down here, we got our easy trap, which maintenance debris. It also has a float switch in case it gets stopped up to prevent any kind of water damage on there. And last but not least, we have the April air filtration system. Really loving the way this one came out. Let's go outside, take a look at the condenser. All right guys, we're now outside. This thing is still in test mode. Nice and quiet. So the system test is basically a test that the unit runs, checks all the switches, all the sensors to make sure everything's ready to go. If anything comes up, it tells you on the thermostat right then and there. But with Amana Cloud services, we're able to remote into this thing from wherever you're on the world. So very impressed with the level of service that we're going to be able to provide. And take a look, it just looks so nice. Got nice and relocated away from the spigot. Really happy with the way this one came out, guys.